Happy Valley Media Arts and Hair and TV students. Today you're going to learn how to make an intro. So here in Google Classroom, you're going to go to the assignment called HTV Intros, and you're going to click on that, and you're going to get the stock footage that's attached. So there's the video that I've got. I'm going to click on that and hit that down arrow in the upper right-hand corner so the footage gets downloaded to my computer, and I can find it right on my downloads bar. So when I slide my window over, I'm going to be able to drag that directly into my event in Final Cut. And now the stock footage is going to be imported in there, and I'm ready to get going. So I've made a new project here, and you can just call yours HTV Intro. And what I'm doing is I'm taking the beginning that all episodes need to start with from that footage. So right up until you see the You're Watching Hair and TV is what we want to add. This was actually the intro from a few years ago, but it's really just a placeholder so that you can see how long your intro is going to be. So I'm going to drag that into my video, and then now I'm actually going to take some more of this footage to make the end of my intro, or close to the end of it. And so what I'm doing here is I'm going to start with the bird saying You're Watching Hair and TV, and then I'm going to end after this graphic of the HTV logo with a camera that it zooms in here. So I'm going to now add that to the end of my project, so I'll just put it right behind it, and now I've got the beginning and the ending of my video. Now you guys are going to edit your B-roll together as clips, but I have just an intro from the other week, and I'm just putting it in here with just the clips with no sounds so that you can see what an intro will look like. So I've got my stock footage at the beginning, my edited intro in the middle, and then stock footage at the end. And then actually the last thing that you're going to add is a slide that we always have that puts today's date, and is it a day 1 or a day 2. It doesn't really matter what you put on here because I'm going to update it when I use this as an intro, but for now you can just go ahead and type in today's date, day 1, etc. And this will be how our intro ends, and then the two anchors of the hosts of the show would then start talking. So you want to have this slide that follows the last stock footage, and then we're ready to move on. So that's how you're going to do that. Now you're going to need some music, and one great place is Ben Sound. You see a little more variety than you'll see in just Final Cut's music options. So here I'll just go ahead and download a song here. I'll take Dreams. And so if you haven't downloaded from here before, you click on that download button, and then a pop-up window comes up, and then you're going to download it again. And when you do, just like our first video, it goes onto our downloads bar, and then we can just take that and drag that directly into our project. Now, I don't want to start at the beginning because I don't want the sounds to start until after the ringing of the bell, but I do want it to play through the date slide, and so I'm now going to split my song, and then I'm going to fade it so that the music slowly gets quieter as that title slide appears. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you are just some tricks to help with your edits. So one tool that I want to show you is the cropping tool, and you can see it right there, and when you click on it you get the options of trim, crop, and Ken Burns. If you want to do a zoom or a pan on footage that already exists, you can go ahead and do that and see how I'm just kind of zooming in on that tree there. And it was fairly fast because it's a short clip. So another thing you can do is you may want to put your footage in slow motion or speed it up. So by clicking on that speedometer, I was able to choose 50%, and now you can see the zoom is much slower. So you can apply fast motion and slow motion to your clips, which can make for some really interesting edits. Just be careful about slowing things down too much so that it really becomes framed out. The last thing I'm showing you here is that you can take a video effect. So here I'm taking Aura from our video effects panel just to add an effect onto that. I don't know that I'd actually use that, but it might work well in some other clips if you've ever seen. And there's so many different options to choose from. So just kind of look through and explore. All right, so good luck making your intro. Do the best you can with it. Today we're not going to get any more footage in the hall, but if you need footage just from the classroom, we can record that. And then we will edit our video today in class, and then we're going to add some more finishing touches. So you don't have to turn it in, just work on it as much as you can. And you want to get about a 45-second to 60-second total project. Any longer than that is really too much for an introduction. So good luck, and I will see you next time.